Hey everyone, this is going to be a review on my Giant Trance 2. It's a 2020 model. So it's a bit of an upgrade from my previous Giant Trance, which I had the 2017 Giant Trance 3 that you can see in one of my previous videos that I'll link in the top. The previous model was a 2x10, 150mm RockShox suspension front and rear. No dropper post, a few other little differences. So I'll go over the differences with this bike and what I think of this bike compared to the previous model. Now, the previous model and this one are exactly the same frames. So both come with the Maestro suspension, 150mm suspension on the rear, 150mm on the front as well. The differences with these ones is obviously upgrading the suspension. This comes with a Fox 34 suspension fork on the front and a Fox float, I believe it's the DPX model on the rear. Now, just off the bat from riding this, the suspension has made a massive improvement. This suspension compared to the stock RockShox Recon is so much more plush. It's so much more responsive. It's really, really comfortable to ride. A few little differences on this bike that is different to the previous models is this comes with a 1x12. So as you see, the giant dinner plate at the back here, and the 1x at the front. Now this is the Shimano SLX drivetrain. So the SLX front, derailleur, shifter at the back here. Now this also comes with Shimano Dior brakes, 180mm front and rear rotors, quite a bit of modulation in them as well. This one also comes stock with a Giant Connect dropper post, which the previous model that I had, the 2017 Trance 3, did not come with a dropper seat post, which I believed it should have. I ended up putting a Brand X internal one on when I converted it to 1x, but this one is a lot better. For the size of the bike, it could be a little bit longer. I probably need another 20mm on that, but I can bring it up from the seat post, but I might just change the actual dropper post itself so I don't have to have the seat post too high when I go downhill. This also comes with tubeless ready wheels. It actually came tubeless from the bike shop, which was a good surprise for me. It comes out with the Maxxis high roller tires. These tires are fantastic. I've gone through a few different tires on the previous Trance. It came stock with the Schwalbe Nobby Nicks, and I changed it front to Maxxis Minion DHF and the rear to a Maxxis Agassi, I think it's called. Again, for where I ride, it's a lot of pea gravel and a lot of clay. It did slide quite a bit. These high rollers are fantastic. You set them to the good pressure. They are really, really comfortable, make the bike really responsive. In the clay where I ride in Dwelling Up, I usually run about 30 PSI in the front, 32 in the rear. It's really, really comfortable. If I'm going out to pea gravel, I'll usually drop it maybe 5 PSI each side. The bike itself is really comfortable to ride. A few little changes I've put in. Didn't purposely do this, but the Dior shifters I got when I purchased the bike came with the one finger short levers here. A little bit different model here, and they're attached separately here instead of sliding them off the bar. First ride in, they actually started leaking oil from in here and dripping oil in there. I did a brake bleed and it didn't fix it, so I took it back to where I bought it from. They replaced them straight out. Shimano were really good about it. I would have preferred that they kept the same levers on, but I just adjusted these a little bit more. I've also changed the grips to the Death grips. These are actually really, really comfortable. Not too thick, not too thin. They're actually similar ones I had on the other bike, just got the little flange on the end here. I've also put some Race Face Chester pedals on. These cost me about 80 bucks and they're really, really grippy. Not hitting them striking them on too many pedals or anything, but they're really comfortable, even just with general skate shoes. Now, when it comes to riding the bike, I do like to ride the back suspension a little bit higher pressure, just because I was riding a lot of BMX growing up, do like the back a little bit more firm. But this suspension is so much more plush. This bike so far is a really good thing to ride. Obviously, climbing up hills is no fun. I don't like it. Maybe doing some reviews on some e-bikes shortly, so keep an eye on the channel. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll be putting on some videos. Thank you.